Marina Vivar. Welcome. You have 5 minutes.
Good evening, council members. The reason why I'm here is pretty straightforward, I suppose. So the first is a violation of consent of a parental, or I have to give her permission to participate in sex ed, which I did give her permission to participate in sex ed to a certain degree, and then you can mark off boxes that you don't wish your child to participate in. I specifically wrote out anything that was LGBTQ plus, and anything that would involve sexual acts that are gay or sexual acts that are lesbian in nature. This, however, wasn't respected by Glendale High School, and my daughter was taught subjects such as scissoring, which seems to be to females who decide to have sex with each other. And the good thing is they at least taught you to use female condoms, because if you don't use female condoms, then 2 females can get pregnant, which is not really normal, or not really normal, but not really something that can actually happen. When my daughter expressed that she should not be in these classes and that I did opt her out of these classes, she was called a bigot by her teacher and her aide. She was called intolerant, and she was also called homophobic. These are all terms that she actually didn't know until yesterday. They're not part of our vocabulary at home. And it was definitely not a setting that I wanted her to learn these terms in, and especially being called out on it just because she simply expressed that due to her Christian beliefs, this goes against her morals and this goes against her beliefs. And it was just as simple as that. At that point, a staff member told her to look at her skin color, and if she felt that, I'm so sorry. If she felt that she should be discriminated against due to her skin color, and she said no, she shouldn't feel discriminated against or be discriminated against due to her skin colors. They said, well, discriminating against transgender sex is the same thing, which it is not. If we tell children that characteristics, ethnical characteristics or cultural characteristics, and being judged on those are the same or equal to LGBTQ sex, it's incorrect. It's not right. It's also not right that I emailed the teacher. I emailed Ben Wolf, who is the principal. I emailed Mr. Rivera, who is the assistant principal, on these matters, and I asked them to please let me know why. First of all, I was already upset at the fact that she was even in these classes, but more so I was upset about her being called out on her skin color and her being called these terms that obviously we see on TV every single day, and a child should not be exposed to that type of language. I don't feel that a teacher or a staff member's personal opinion or beliefs, or lack of, should be considered on the clock. That's not what you guys are paying them for. We were not paying teachers for their opinions or to share their opinions or to push their opinions or agendas on children. And this, unfortunately, was what my daughter went through. Mr. Ben Wolf's investigation concluded within 3 hours, and it was just basically, it didn't happen. Then how did my daughter come home explaining to me what scissoring was and asking me how 2 females can have sex and must use protection? 2 biological females must use protection or else they can get pregnant? How else would my daughter come home knowing the word transphobic? And how else would my daughter come home knowing the word bigot or intolerant? That's what I would like to know. Not too long ago, you, the mayor, was at her school at Glendale High School at an event in the evening. She was very thrilled to meet you or to see you at least show up at her school. And being that you have such a personal, hopefully, tie with the school, I would hope that at least some of this, or at least some common sense can be instilled in the staff to not treat children like this. I would also like to mention, she is in a special day class. She does have a frontal lobe brain injury that doesn't even allow her to process this. And it is not the first incident.
Okay, thank you.
What school are we talking about?
Glendale High School.
Glendale High School.
And also, and I know I
Well,
passed
you're-
my time. The principal, Ben Wolf, decided to turn my emails, somehow in a strategic manner, he turned my emails and rephrased everything I said as I was attacking Mrs. Kellogg, which is her teacher.
Okay. I appreciate the comments and knowing about this. As you know, we have no jurisdiction over Glendale Unified School District. I would suggest you raise this with the administration. If you don't feel like the principal is hearing you out, you can raise it with the administration, the superintendent or an assistant superintendent. That's what I would suggest you do. Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
all right, thank you.